Welcome to the Cinematic Jesse channel. Appreciate you being here. My name is Jesse Prince Jr. I'm a cinematographer out of Texas. Those of you that don't know me, this is your first time. And I love reacting to music videos that are cinematic or, just along that nature. And of course, the music's got to be right. I enjoy all genres of music. So if anything, if you run into a video that you deem as cinematic, doesn't matter what genre of music it is, send it my way. So today we're going to be reacting to Dax's new video. Yeah, it's a new one titled Eternity. Now I'm a new fan of Dax. So forgive me if I don't know all the ins and outs of his career or anything like that. I'm getting accustomed to, getting to know who he is. But anyways, I'm a big fan of Dax now. This is gonna be my third video. I've already reacted to Dear God and Catch the Rain, which is kind of crazy because I had never heard of Dax before. As bad as I want to go in and listen to all his music, I'm gonna save it for you guys. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. Here we go.
And when you really examine the concept of eternity, one will find that there is no...
Let me make sure it's in the highest definition possible.
end. Life after death is a concept humans still don't understand.
There he is.
How long is eternity? I don't understand. Some say forever, but if it's forever, then when does it come to an end? It's more than a concept, an infinite time that we spend. It confirms that our lives here on earth are a blip of existence and don't make a dent. As we get older, it creeps in our mind, the thought of the end and beginning of time. The life that we thought that we lived doesn't matter, approaching the thought that someday we all die. I get confused when I look in the sky. What is this water hitting my eyes? Maybe the rain is the pain and shame that hits earth when God cries. As we get older, we don't care what we did.
I'm already loving the music and the video, of course. Just watching his reaction to watching himself be born. And then now you look at his college degree, and I'm just going to throw this out there, and it may piss off a lot of people, and I'm one of them too, but I know that bachelor's degrees and all these things that we deem, as, something that we need to get through in life. And that's not true. For some out there, yes, it's awesome. Hey, get that degree, get that diploma, get that, do the things that you set out to do. That's awesome. But also too, you got to remember that's not what defines us. And I'm already starting to get a sense of that just from the first couple of seconds of this video.
It's not the things we receive, but the things we give. We try to go back to the time we were kids, but those shoes no longer fit. And then we finally realize that everyone dies, but not everyone lives.
Whoa.
So I'm taking a chance. I'm living my life in the moment and not in a future that's not in my hands. I'm giving my time to the people who love me.
I gotta run that back. Hold on.
So I'm taking a chance. Try to go back to the time we were kids, but those shoes no longer fit. And then we finally realize that everyone dies, but not everyone lives.
Everyone dies, but not everyone lives. Man, that statement right there is just, sometimes with me, I think to myself, am I really living? Or am I just like slowly dying? I can say that now where I'm at, I'm in a better place in my mind and my heart and my soul, and I am living. But that statement that he said was just, it's heartbreaking, man, that most of us will never truly live. And sometimes it can be your circumstances, it can be things that are just, but all I can say is just keep pushing forward. Man, this is powerful.
So I'm taking a chance. I'm living my life in the moment and not in a future that's not in my hands. I'm giving my time to the people who love me for everything that I am. I'm living my life in reality, not for a post that they'll tap when they open the gram. I'm doing whatever it takes. I'm not gonna dwell on my past mistakes. I'm bridging the gap.
Did you see that? Look at this homeless man. And then the girl, she's over here taking a selfie with him. When did we get to the point where we felt like we need to show our good deeds off? Why did we start doing this? Damn, that pisses me off. Dax, you did it again, man.
My past mistakes. I'm bridging the gap between my dreams and what I see while I'm awake. They say,
look at that. Female in the background with the dude with a nice car and materialistic, man. Materialistic. That's all I can say.
Leave it up to fate, while fate favors those who take. Cause if eternity's forever and all this is temporary, why wait? Wow. Humanity's lost. We obsess the price of material things.
Let me run that back. We're gonna watch that whole. I'm sorry, I gotta go back.
Open the gram. I'm doing whatever it takes. I'm not gonna dwell on my past mistakes. I'm bridging the gap between my dreams and what I see while I'm awake. They say leave it up to fate, while fate favors those who take. Cause if eternity's forever and all this is temporary, why wait? Humanity's lost. We obsess the price of material things, but at what cost? Then treat time like currency and spend it for applause, because we think that life is just a game we can turn on and off. We build, we break, renew, replace. We 9 to 5 and count the days for 40 years till 65, then live off what our pension pays. We fall in line as mental slaves. Our bodies work, our minds are caged, and that's why people say the richest place you'll find is at the graves, full of hopes and dreams that people never chased, full of feelings that we felt but never got to say. All the thoughts inside our heads that we kept stored and locked away. As our age increased and we got old and everything decayed, and when we finally realized that our whole lives was not a game, and that time was a commodity that we...
Oh man. There was a quote by NF. We cry over wasted time. And look at this. I'm sorry about jumping like back and forth, but I gotta just listen to what he's saying, guys. Listen to what he's saying. And this is something that we're all guilty of. I'm guilty of it 100%.
Humanity's lost. We obsess the price of material things, but at what cost? Then treat time like currency and spend it for applause, because we think that life is just a game we can turn on and off. We build, we break, renew, replace. We 9 to...
We think it's a game that we can just turn on and off. No, man, once you turn on life, there's no turning off until those lights go out. Like you get after it. And I'm guilty of myself of just letting things get ahead of me and just materialistic things. I'm guilty 100%. And I'm truly sorry to myself for doing that for years at a time. And man, this video.
5 and count the days for 40 years till 65, then live off what our pension pays. We fall in line as mental slaves. Our bodies work, our minds are caged, and that's why people say the richest place you'll find is at the graves, full of hopes and dreams that people never change.
We just give up on our dreams. And that's one thing I want to advocate, in this life before I go, is I want to tell the newer generations, my family, my friends, my kids, everyone, just go after it. I understand that everybody has to make a buck here and there and, to pay the bills. We all got to do it. But that doesn't mean that you have to give up your dream, your life. You don't ever give that up, because you never know. You could have taken those 2 or 3 more steps and you would have been there. And that's happened to me. I could have taken 2 or 3 more steps, and it didn't work. I didn't do it.
Taste full of feelings that we felt but never got to
Truth
say.
is, I love
All the
you.
thoughts inside our heads that we kept stored and locked away. As our age increased and we got old and everything decayed. And when we
she's
finally
old.
realized that our whole lives was not a game, and that time was a commodity that we could not regain, and that we were in control and there was no.
Time is not a commodity, man. Time is really against us. The clock started in, man.
One else to blame is the day that we change. It's eternity, no way, no way. Eternity, no way, no way. It's eternity, no way. Eternity, no way. It's eternity.
I like that time lapse.
It's eternity, no way, no way. It's eternity, no way. Eternity, no way.
What are you doing with your time? What is your definition of happiness? Are you giving more than you're taking? And finally, if it were to all end right now, what are you holding on to that you need to let the world see?
Wow. Damn. Last part. Let me go back.
To now, what are you holding on to that you need to let the world see?
I'm sorry about that, guys. That last part, it just what are we holding on to, you know? I don't mean to sound like a baby right now, but damn, that me myself, I've wasted so much time. So much time. And I can't get it back. But what I can do is I can move forward. I can't get that time back. But I can make up for it by moving forward. And so can you. So what are you waiting for?